I'm going to do an experiment with this. If it doesn't work, then hi guys, it's Apollo. Welcome back to the Pantheon of Apollo for a second upload today. The wife is dealing with the children, putting them to bed, and has banished me to the realm of the computer room until such time as they fall asleep and she doesn't have to put up with them anymore. So I decided to play around in Blender. And I might have some editing stuff figured out. This is going to be a test. If it works, then you guys will probably see the difference. If not, then it's going to be another frightening disappointment for the day. But I think I might have figured something out, and I had it going. Alright, so I want a different way to do this. So go new, base color. I want to do my brown. Darken that up a little bit. I like that. Let's see. Metallic. Okay, so yeah. I was doing a little bit of research and stuff like that, and on this right here might be a little bit easier for our purposes to play with something. Yeah, see, so what I was doing is before, we were going to the texture and we were doing all that nonsense over here, and it was getting pretty frustrating, but it turns out you can do it a lot more simply just right here from this menu right here. So, I'm just kind of reading through it. Roughness. So you can set all this, and I'm thinking, yeah. Uh, so yeah, so it's a principled BSD shader, and I don't think I have to apply it. I think it just works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna I'm gonna delete that and start with a new one. Let's go here. Let's drag this down to gray. Subsurface color, metallic. Let's do roughness. So this looks like a lot fast. Oh wait, sheen. Let's turn that up and see what happens. Nothing. Well, that's disappointing. I thought maybe Charlie Sheen would pop out. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things here. Let's see, I want to go here. And let's delete that. Let's go ahead and delete that. Let's do new, base color. Let's do gray. What's this happening? Let's delete that. There we go. I don't want metallic. Let's turn the roughness all the way up. And I'm just going to play with these a little bit, so, every now and again. Just because I don't know what they do. I know you guys can't see the rendered view, but it helps me out to see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all these materials. And I know I could just make them all the same, but I really don't want to. I kind of want them to each look a little bit different color. I like that. That's nice. A little bit different shading. Just to make it, to where it's not just all the same. Da, 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 da. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go as fast as I can so I'm not just boring you guys. With a... Wait, can I change... What's this? Sample a color from the Blender window to store shortcut E. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Wonder... That didn't change anything. But I'm going to just keep doing this for all my rocks. So that way today at least I feel like I accomplished something. Let's do roughness all the way up on that one. And this one, let's do this. I'm going to make this one fully metallic. No roughness whatsoever. I like that. That's a pretty cool looking rock. I might turn the metallic up on some of these. Get a little bit more sheen to them. A little bit more shininess. A little bit more Charlie Sheen. Roughness, metallic. No, I'm just doing this real quick so that way we can get just something happening here today so I can feel like I did something more productive than just failing at making a video. I'm not too happy with the last video I did, and I hope it doesn't lose me anybody. I hope everybody understands that this is a learning process for all of us. I'm literally, I can't stress it enough that I'm not some Blender master. I'm not a 3D art major that's just in here like, oh guys, look at me, I'm new, haha. It's not like that. This is the first time I've ever used it. So every time I do something in Blender and you guys watch me do it, it's the first time I've ever done it. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So if you're following along with me, I do source everything. If I learn something from a video, I source it. I'll tell you where I found it. I'm going to grab this and move it over. Let's do grab X. Grab X. Nope. Grab Z. Grab Y. Rotate Y. Rotate X. Rotate Z. Ooh. Alright, I like that placement a little bit better. But then I'm going to put it in a color. And I know for a fact there's more involved ways to do coloring and texturing and shading. This is not the best by any means. I don't like how dark that. Let's turn the roughness down maybe. Nope, come on. Alright, the roughness down just a tad. This one. This one. Delete. New. Right there. Oh, come on. And then metallic up a little bit. I like these rocks to have just a little bit of sheen to them, to where they're just reflecting a tiny bit. Let's try rotate X. No. Rotate Z. Yeah. Grab Z. I'm going to take this and go grab Y over here, grab X, grab Z, and just kind of slowly rotate X, just rotate that out a little bit, grab Y, put that over here. And see, if you guys have been following along, I don't get a lot of practice in this. I tell you guys every time I start a new video if I've been able to practice or not. And this, you're watching my practice time this week. This is my practice moment. This is the most practice I've gotten in quite a while. Whoops, whoops, no. Rotate my yeah. Alright. And then I'm just going to keep going. Like I said, I'm trying to do this really quick for you so I can not make another 30-minute video. And I think the faster way to do this was would be that if I had done this before, and I'll show you in just a second. And then if I would have duplicated these objects after I had properly shaded and all that, I'll make that one fully metallic. Some of these little ones down here. Then I think it would have been a lot better off. And I think if you watch Andrew Price, the almighty, all-knowing Blender guru, and if you follow along with his 2.79, I think, tutorial on the donut, the infamous donut that everybody does. I'm not going to worry about the roughness. I might turn the metallic up on this one just as a little. So, this one, I want to have a lot more sheen on that there. Maybe turn the roughness down just a tad. So now I'm going to go into the render view. Wait, that's a window. We don't want to do a new window. I want to do a render. Yeah, you guys can't see it, but it's looking a lot better. So what I was saying earlier is if I would have done this and then duplicate, then it probably would have went faster. Scale, and probably would have been a much more efficient way to go about it. Because now I don't have to, and the shortcut that I've learned, I'm pretty proud of the shortcut that I've learned. Because if you guys didn't know, I don't do shortcuts very well. So the fact that I can sit here and talk while I'm just randomly typing, and I could sit here and go, oh, GZ, GY, X, you know, and I can do all that. So I think that would have been a better option, is if we would have made a few of these rocks, and then, or you know what I mean, the coloring and the shading and everything to begin with, and then duplicated them from that, so that way you don't have to go through every single one individually. And I want this to be more metallic and a lot less rough. why it does that. I'm gonna go check my render. I'll be right back. Haha, da 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 da. Yeah, so the render's not looking too bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not overly great, but it's not too bad. The coloring is off. Where's my lighting at? Let's do this. Okay, so that's why that's happening. So what I'm going to do is duplicate the sun, rotate like so, and then check my render again. Much better. So adding that second light source did do a big difference. I know you guys can't see that rendered window, and I apologize for that. But it does make a big difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and hide those back. Whoops. No, stop hiding. Ah. Oh my, here we go. Here we go. So that does make a big difference. For this, I want to get this right. This has to be 0 roughness. And check that render. It's not quite there. In the render, it's very flat. So I want to try something here. I want to try doing that. See if that helps. No. Sadly, it does not. So let's experiment here. I'm gonna just play with this just a tiny bit. Yeah, I want it to be almost like a mirror. So you can see in my screen that this is looking exactly how I want it to. But it's not in the render. So so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just looking at stuff right now. So what I might end up doing is starting to get the finishing touches, because I thought about adding grass. I do want to kind of do something different. But I want this to be like a snow globe type of deal. That's kind of the idea that I'm going for. And so what I would end up doing is maybe switching to edit mode and switching to face select here, and then scale. No. Oh, that was really cool. So I want to wait. Maybe go here. So maybe this, 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 and this. Extrude X. Oh, extrude Z. That does look kind of cool. Like, so let's see. I want to again. I know you guys cannot see the render, but I can. So, all right. So, I mean, it looks really cool in this. Maybe I do this. Roughness all the way down. Let's put sheen back to normal. So let's go visit our render and see if that did anything worthwhile, and it didn't. It didn't, which is disappointing. So, yeah, we're at 20 minutes. I don't want to do another whole video. Well, I already did another whole video. So that's gonna be it for now. This is the trick that I learned. I really want to find out why it's not going from the render or from the object mode to the rendered mode, because that's our rendered image right there. This is what I see. Other than the rocks and the sword, they're not like that. They are actually rendered in the proper colors. But everything, the background, this is what I want this to be like a mirror maybe. But I might end up just scrubbing that completely. Like, go to edit mode and go face select and do 3 faces and then delete faces. So I might leave it like this for now. This is turning into something I'm really proud of. So we got some work still yet to do. I might actually not be done yet because I want to. Object mode, edit mode, shift duplicate. I might just duplicate some of these rocks and then move them around a little bit so that way. So that way we're adding some more depth. And then what I'm doing is whenever I duplicate that rock, I'm going to try to hide the fact. What? That's not what I want. So, alright, that's not happening right. So, let's do Control Z. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just go back to object mode, delete. There. And then let's do this rock, duplicate, duplicate, and then scale up, and then grab, and rotate Y, no, rotate X, no, rotate Z, yes, that's what we needed. And just there. So make sure you're in object mode when you duplicate. Otherwise, apparently, it will parent things to each other, which parenting means it'll pair it. So like you've seen in the last rock that I was messing with, that when I duplicated it, it was editing both of them at the same time, which is not what I wanted to do. And I don't know if that's just a side effect of being in a different mode or what. But you can see this is the progress we've made, and at 25 minutes, I'm going to cut this off. So this is the progress we made in the last few minutes. I'm going to do some more research. I've been trying to figure out how to put grass or vegetation in here to make it, maybe some grass coming up between the rocks and stuff. But the only way I found to do that was a paid thing, a paid add-on. And I'm not into the paid stuff. Excuse me. I'm really trying to do this. Oh, anyway, I'm really trying to do this completely for free to show you guys that it can be done. So everything that I've been done for free, and I'm going to continue to do that and follow that formula. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, or criticisms, or if you just want to make fun of me, go ahead and comment down below. I'm cool with it. I have a very thick skin. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, or any of the social medias, you can find me at PlayStation Network at capital APOLLO underscore 021. And you can follow me on Steam at whatever it is on Steam. I haven't actually played many games on Steam yet. So uh, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Twitch, you can find me on just about anywhere. I'll try to link out everything that I care about. I don't really do a whole lot of Twitch until I can find a screen recorder that works for it. But yeah, so until next time, thank you guys for stopping by on this second video of the Saturday, and I hope you guys enjoyed.